President Mahama responds to US foreign aid cuts, a call for African unity and self-reliance. In light of US President Donald Trump's recent decision to halt foreign aid, Ghana's President John Dramani Mahama has emphasized the importance of African nations becoming more self-sufficient and united. He views this development as an opportunity for the continent to strengthen internal cooperation, particularly through initiatives like the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA. President Mahama has previously warned that the US's decision to freeze international aid could diminish its global influence, suggesting that such actions might lead African countries to seek partnerships elsewhere, potentially with nations like China. In response to the aid suspension, which created a $156 million funding gap, President Mahama directed Finance Minister Dr. Cassiel Atto-Forson to take immediate steps to bridge this shortfall, ensuring that critical programs and services continue without interruption. Stay informed on this developing story. Like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Ghana's path toward economic independence and regional collaboration.
What is the new system that you would want to create, both for trade and aid, assuming that the US is doing what it's doing? What is everyone else going to need to do now?
Well, self-reliance is not only at the national level, but on the continental level. And there's good news coming out of Africa, like she said. Most countries have ratified the protocol on continental free trade in Africa. And that trade is beginning to grow steadily. We're able to export tariff-free into our countries. Of course, there are obstacles because our trade channels have been the colonial trade channels between us and Europe and not amongst ourselves. So one of the things we need to deal with first is how we develop the infrastructure to be able to exchange goods amongst ourselves. Already, most countries are allowing free movement of people. And so if we have free movement of goods and services across the continent, I think that it will fill a huge gap in South-South trade, and that will benefit all our countries.
And do you think that the actions of the Trump administration will accelerate Africans' determination to do this? Will it finally actually happen, the African Free Trade Area?
Definitely it will. Definitely we will learn to be more self-reliant as a continent and to trade more amongst ourselves, because there's a lot of room there for expanding trade.